Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video. Today's an exciting one because it is going to be like a bookish kind of vlog. Haven't been book shopping in such a long time, like literally months. I've been on a bit of a book buying ban whilst I was working through my TBR, but I've got maybe like 5 books left on my TBR, but they're just not really appealing to me at the minute. Like what I would associate more with like autumn winter reads rather than spring summer. So I kind of need to buy some new books because I don't want to put myself in a slump and I don't want to force myself to read anything that I don't want to read. So we're going to try and find some spring summer books. I've got a parcel from Amazon which was 2 books, but I'm going to go for a little shop and I will give you a haul at the end. I'm on like a bit of a romance kick at the minute I think now, because I have been in my fantasy era. Literally all of March I read the ACOTAR series, all of April I've read the Shatter Me series, and I am now a fantasy romance girl. But I feel like because the Shatter Me series was so long, I read 11 books just in that series alone. Because it was so long and kind of dragged out, don't hate me, it's kind of turned my brain to mush a little bit. So I read the second book in the Magnolia Park series, the first Daisy Hates book, and I finished that last night and I literally loved it. Was obsessed. I preferred that so much to the first Magnolia Parks because that just gave me such toxic vibes. So does Daisy Hates, but I feel like I could excuse it more in Daisy Hates. I just loved it. So I might pick up the next one in that, but I don't think that they'll have it because I'm going to go to the works and I'm pretty sure they don't have Magnolia Parks in the works, so I might have to do another Amazon order. I don't know. But yeah, so we are going to go to the works. We want to get the new Emily Henry book, Happy Place, but it's only out in hardback. And I hate hardback books at the best of times. But the fact that all of her other books are paperbacks, why is this one a hardback? Like, I literally hate it. I was going to get it on Kindle and read it just on my phone, but it's £7 just for the Kindle edition when the hardback is £7.50. And if I buy the Kindle version, I know that I will just buy the paperback when it comes out as well, so now I've paid twice for the same book. So I don't really know what to do because I really want to read it and I've heard really good things, but I don't know if I want to buy the hardback because it's just annoying to me that that's a hardback and the rest are all paperbacks. I don't know. I will decide when I go in, if they even have it actually, because the works is quite small. Yeah, so I want that, and then I want to get Things We Hide from the Light. I think that's the second one, isn't it? In the like Knock 'em Out series. I read Things We Never Got Over at the beginning of April, loved it. Thought that I had the next one, but I don't. I thought that I'd picked up somewhere, so anyways, they're my 2 that I'm like aiming to go and pick up, but we will see if there's any others in there that take my fancy. I'll probably get those as well. Yeah, anyways, let's just go. It is such a gloomy day. I went outside for literally 5 minutes and my hair has gone so flat because it's all raining. Okay, that's my car starting up. We went for a little Starbucks trip, almond chai as always. Kind of want to get into drinking something different, but like I just can't. Chai lattes literally just have my heart, and also if it's not broken, don't fix it. I do think that Costa does a better one though. I think I was talking about this in one of my other videos. Costa 100% does a better chai latte than Starbucks, and I kind of wish that I'd gone to Costa instead now. Still enjoyed it, but Costa's just has a little extra something that I just prefer. But yeah, let me know what you get at Starbucks because I kind of want to try something different, but chai latte just hits every time. Also kind of waiting to go back onto my iced coffee hype, but the weather is literally shit. It is freezing and we're literally meant to be in spring, so I'm not happy about it. But anyways, we are going to the bookshop. Let's go. I think I'm going to go to the works because 1, it's closer, 2, Watson's so expensive, so let's go. Of course, going to put some Taylor on. I just feel like there's something about the book girlies and the Taylor girlies that go hand in hand. It just meshes, especially with it being shit weather today. I'm just in like my cozy era. I feel like it should be autumn. Today could be a September day and I wouldn't know anything different. Get red, Taylor's version in the background, all too well 10-minute version. Going to the bookstore, I've got my chai latte. The autumn vibes are there and I don't want them to be, but also I'm embracing it. Anyways, it's time to cry in the car. It's literally my favourite pastime. Like, I love it so much. Do is probably a bit concerning, but I feel like it's just, it comes with the territory. Like I am a, this is me trying, tolerate it, mirrorball girly. So all of my favourite Taylor songs are sad, which just leads to crying in the cab. But I love it, it's a vibe. Anyways, let's go. I have secured the goods. We'll give you a full haul when I get home, so let's go. Okay, so I'm back. Did do some damage, like I said, I already had some from Amazon, and then I got 4 more in the works, which isn't that bad. I kind of thought I would get more, to be honest. Like I said, I haven't been book shopping in literally months. I couldn't even tell you the last time that I went book shopping. Even like odd little books, I've been quite good, because my TBR got to a point where it was like ridiculous. After my birthday, I think in the month of January alone, I think I got like 30 new books, and I've worked my way through the majority of them now. So that is why I'm like, let myself buy a few more books. Just looking at my book cart, but I think I have maybe like 5 books on my TBR, but they're all like kind of depressing. Like I think I said earlier, but they give me like more autumn winter vibes. Like it's literally like The Kite Runner and The Mountains Echoed, A Little Life, that kind of vibe, and I'm like, don't really want to read them right now. I just want something light-hearted, romancy. They're not quite the vibes. I'm going to make it a mission to read A Little Life this year because I just need to, but now is just not the time for that, I don't think. Anyways, yeah, so I only had a few on my TBR, and I don't want to like force myself to read them and then get in a slump. So that's why I bought them. I don't know who I'm defending myself to. Like I don't know who I'm trying to like explain myself to. But anyways, we'll start with the 2 off Amazon. I kind of forgot what I'd bought for a minute there. So I got 7 Days in June and Better Than the Movies. Disclaimer, I think literally every single one of these books that I've picked up are romance books. Just kind of working on building my summer TBR, and nothing gives me summer vibes like a feel-good romance rom-com. I mean, I'm saying feel-good. Some of these might literally destroy me, I don't know, but either way, romances just give me summer vibes. So I got 7 Days in June. I've seen this loads, but for some reason, like, just the cover gave me kind of like drama vibes. Like I thought it would be more of like a literary fiction book, but I think it is a romance book. You can tell that I never looked into it at all. I'm sure I've seen Sarah Caroli reading this recently-ish, so I had to go and pick it up. Literally anything that she reads, anything that she recommends, I will run to.
7 Days to Fall in Love, 15 Years to Forget, and 7 Days to Get It All Back. When Eva Mercy, a single mother and best-selling erotica writer, and the enigmatic award-winning novelist Shane Holm meet at a literary event in New York, sparks fly. What no one knows is that 15 years earlier, teenage Eva and Shane spent one weekend together madly in love. While they may pretend to be strangers, they can't deny their chemistry. Over the next 7 days, amidst a steamy Brooklyn summer, Eva and Shane reconnect. But Eva is wary of the man who broke her heart and wants Shane out of the city so her life can return to normal. Before he disappears though, she needs a few questions answered.
Cute. So it's literally like 350 pages, so this might be a contender for next up. Then I got Better Than the Movies. I've heard such good things about this. Is this one that has Taylor Swift references in? Don't know, but I know that this starts with like every chapter has a quote from a different romance film.
Liz Buxbaum has always known that Wes Bennett was not boyfriend material. You would think that her next door neighbour would be a prime candidate for romantic comedy fantasies, but Wes has only ever proven himself to be a pain in the butt ever since they were little. Wes was a kid who put a frog in her Barbie dream house, the monster who hid a lawn gnome severed head in her little homemade neighbourhood book exchange. Flash forward 10 years from the great gnome decapitation. It's Liz's senior year, a time meant to be rife with milestones, perfect for any big screen, and she needs Wes's help. Liz's forever crush Michael has just moved back to town, and horribly annoyingly he hit it off with Wes, meaning that if Liz wants Michael to finally notice her and hopefully be a prom date, she needs Wes. He's her in. But as Liz and Wes scheme to get Liz her magical prom moment, she's shocked to discover that she actually likes being around Wes. As they continue to grow closer, she must re-examine everything she thought she knew about love and rethink her own perception of what happily ever after should really look like.
Okay, so it's like fake dating, high school, I think that should be like a pretty easy read, which is what I'm going for at the minute. Okay, then on to what I got in the works. I'm going to start with this one because I literally said I wasn't going to buy it. Happy Place by Emily Henry. It's really annoying me that it is a hardback, but we're just going to move past it because I have FOMO and I can't cope with the fact that everybody on my book Insta is reading this and I'm not. However, I have seen quite a few people say that it's quite sad. Like, I feel like everyone kind of expected it to be like a little rom-com kind of make you a bit sad because they're not together, but at the same time like nothing deep. But I've heard conflicting opinions to that. So yeah, I did cave and I did pick this up, but I just hate hardcover books so much.
Go to your happy place, I think, desperately, only to realise I'm literally in my happy place and he is here. The very last person I expected to see, the very last person I want to see, Win Connor, my fiance.
I think this is about like a group of friends that go away, but two of them, like they're a couple but they're not actually together, but they pretend to be together one last time in front of the friends. I think it's kind of about them falling back in love or trying to fall back in love, work through their engagement, I guess. So yeah, I think this might be my next one up. I know I've said that about the last two, but I feel like this is just getting so hyped up at the minute. I need to read it. Then the other one that I actually went in for was Things We Hide from the Light. So this is the second book in the Knock 'Em Out series, follows on from Things We Never Get Over. I think this one follows Nash and Lena, who is Knox's brother from the first one.
Police Chief Nash Morgan is known for two things, being a good guy and the way his uniform accentuates his rear end. But two bullets put a dent in his southern charm and now he's facing a criminal still on the loose and a town full of citizens that consider the law more of a guideline. The last thing he needs is the leggy, smart-mouth Lena Vita moving in next door, making him feel things he shouldn't have the energy to feel. Lena is on a mission. As soon as she gets what she's after, she has no intention of sticking around. The town of Knock 'Em Out has other ideas. Soon she finds herself staying and sucked into the small life, dog-sitting, saying yes to a bridesmaid dress, listening to the sexy chief of police in the shower. But when Nash discovers Lena's secret, these friends become furious enemies, though the sparks flying between them don't know the difference between love and hate.
Okay, so it's like friends to enemies to lovers. Can't wait. I just really loved the setting of this first one, kind of like country, small town. I just ate it up. Then I got Hook, Line and Sinker by Tess Bailey. This one is again like the second one in a series. This one follows on from It Happened One Summer, which I read last year. Wasn't my favourite, but I thought it was pretty easy reading, and this was only £3. So that is just like ridiculously long to read. I'm not going to read all that. This is basically about one of the main guy's friends and the main girl's sister, I think. Small town romance. But yeah, I might save this for like when I go on holiday, because I read the last one when I was on holiday and I thought it was just like a quick, easy read. Then I got Once Upon a Broken Heart. I've heard such good things about this. I was actually really excited to see this in there because I really wanted it, but it was like, it went from being like £3.50 on Amazon because I bought it for someone on Book Insta to like £8 something because obviously it's being hyped up, and I was like, I'm not paying £8 for a book that last week was literally like £3. Even though I was hearing it like being hyped up everywhere, I was like, I'm not doing it, being sensible. Then I went into the works and I seen it and it was only £3, so of course I had to get it. I was hoping that they would have the second one in there as well, but they didn't. This is like fantasy, but I think it's more like fairy tale fantasy rather than like fairies, witches, things like that. Again, saw Sarah Caroli talking about this and so many other people on my bookstore that I just had to get it.
For as long as she can remember, Evangeline Fox is believed in happily ever after, until she learns that the love of her life is about to marry another and her dreams are shattered. Desperate to stop the wedding and heal her wounded heart, Evangeline strikes a deal with a charismatic but wicked Prince of Hearts. In exchange for his help, he asks for 3 kisses, to be given at the time and place of his choosing. But after Evangeline's first promised kiss, she learns that the bargaining with an immortal is a dangerous game, and that the Prince of Hearts wants far more from her than she pledged. He has plans for Evangeline, plans that will either end in the greatest happily ever after or the most exquisite tragedy.
So it's like a fantasy romance, which is my absolute favourite. See, I can't wait to read this. So that was my mini-ish kind of little book haul. I don't know which one I'm going to read. I think I might go with Happy Place. Oh, I actually also got some books in PR, which is so exciting. Let me grab them. So I got an email the other week asking if I would want to like review some books, which is so exciting. That's my first email sort of like Bookish related. I've had like other sort of like collabs, PR, things like that. On like my main Insta and TikTok and stuff, but never for the Book Insta yet. So this is like a groundbreaking moment for me. Anyways, so it was to review the Did I Mention I Love You trilogy by Estelle Mascame. I hope I'm saying that right. I believe that these came out quite a while ago, but this is like the new covers. Give such good summer vibes. Also they came like this and they're just so pretty that I don't want to take them out. But yeah, I don't actually know what this is about yet. I think it's like YA romance, so they'll be very good, very easy reads for the summertime. I think I'll probably read these in like the next few weeks. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that because that is really exciting. I actually have a few exciting opportunities type things coming up because of my Book Insta, which is so exciting. I literally just love creating stuff on there anyway, so the fact that like I'm getting things out of it is even better. I actually have like a mini interview type thing with like another content creator on Instagram that kind of like interviews, interviews book Instagrammers or like writers and stuff. So I'm going to do that this afternoon because I got sent over the questions earlier. So I am going to fill those out and do that this afternoon. So I am just going to go and make some dinner, have a coffee and answer those questions. So that should be exciting as well. I am going to start Happy Place, I've decided. So yeah, I will check back in a little bit when I've read some of that so I can give you some of my thoughts. So I just thought I would check in because I have finished Happy Place. I finished it yesterday, the day before, but I haven't had time to check in and talk about it. So I rated this a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I think this might be my favourite Emily Henry book or joint for top spot with Beach Read. I feel like my ranking of Emily Henry books goes People Meet on Vacation at the bottom, literally did not like that book at all. Then maybe Book Lovers, then it was Beach Read, and now I'm not sure where this one comes into it, if this one is tied with top for Beach Read or if I preferred this to Beach Read. I think as a book boyfriend I preferred Gus to win, but something about this one just really hit hard. I feel like Emily Henry just knows how to write a summer romance. She knows how to write the setting. Literally, I felt nostalgic for, I think it was set in Maine. I felt nostalgic for Maine and I've literally never been there in my life, but I want to go there. But yeah, I did really enjoy this. I did cry actually. I've seen quite a lot of people that were crying at it, but I didn't really know why at first, but it did make me cry. I loved the found family in this, like I loved the friendship group. I did actually really like Harriet and Wyn. I love a second chance romance, so I absolutely loved this. It was like forced proximity, fake dating, which normally aren't my favourite tropes, but I really liked how it was done with this one in the fact that it was like a second chance. However, I do not like the miscommunication trope. I literally hate it so much. And I feel like in this especially, literally everything could have been avoided if they just talked about the feelings. If they just had one singular conversation, if they just mentioned something in passing, everything could have been sorted and the whole situation would have been avoided right off the bat. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. Emily Henry has done it again. Anyways, that is all from me. So I do hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye!